The healthy human mind doesn't get up in the morning knowing it will be spending most of its time alone in front of a computer drawing all day. Isolation needed to fuel its productivity, yet inspiration fueled from its community. I live this way not out of necessity but out of choice. But why? Why do I object myself to all of this? Why are there so many like me who choose to pursue art for whatever reason? Who choose to invest most of their time into visual artwork? Where does that willpower come from to keep pursuing the creative path that many eventually lose connection to sooner or later? We either lose enjoyment in the creative process altogether or give up, admitting our attempts to be futile. Here's a little insight on why I draw, why I've been doing it for years, and why I have no plans on quitting. Maybe you'll find it more relatable than you think. For a moment, just for a moment, forget about all the hentai, the porn I draw, and all the other fucked up shit I do. If you can, try to think of me, just for this moment, as simply a guy who likes to be creatively active in his own way. You see, my perspective it will differ from yours, because I'm sure everybody has their own reasons to feel the need to express themselves through art. Here's mine. I find it a luxury, not a curse, knowing that most of my day will be spent by myself, alone with my own thoughts. It's a good way to get to know yourself, meet that thing inside of you, that thing you care enough about to keep pushing forward day by day with whatever you're doing. We all need to keep chasing something that we assign a higher meaning to. It keeps us going. And once we do manage to capture it, by the time we're holding this goal, we noticed it was never the right destination to begin with. There was something higher, more meaningful, worth chasing all along. However harmful our desires may be, we need something to strive towards. The hunter needs to hunt, but the kill will only lead to bigger, more dangerous game. Drawing is one of those things that has always helped me to keep chasing something I can see results from. Those results reflect my state of mind at the time, even mood. They document my personality in an abstract way. I am fond of that. It can be educational to look back on, to be aware of your own flaws and your most vulnerable weaknesses. Being able to draw and showcasing that to the public is, thanks to the internet, not a rare thing at all anymore. It seems like every second person claims to be an artist in some shape or form, and I'm sure they all are in their own way. And almost everyone will be posting something creative online to show to a public with varying degrees of success. Yes, I am including selfies in that category, because technically, photography is a form of art, and selfies are definitely a form of creative expression, even if very generic. Some professionals slave away after years in art school, working hard to have their names at the end of some long credit roll on yet another multi-million-dollar project from Hollywood or the video game industry. Some paint walls illegally to brag in secret to their friends that their latest masterpiece on the school gym is their own. But it's not all bragging rights. Some just sketch away in their notebook to pass the time, the creations doomed to never to be seen by anyone, forever lost into the depths of some science notebook. Visual art is everywhere, we all crave it and are exposed to it on a daily basis, whether we like it or not. Even in the silence of the darkness, when all are fast asleep, close your eyes, look into the dark. Your visions, dreams, ideas are all guided by memories influenced by visual art. It's a quite powerful tool that dominates our pop culture. Denn der Mensch ist doch ein Augentier. Schöne Dinge wünsch ich mir. And cause of that, I'm sure if you do draw, especially as amateurists such as myself, you can probably relate to that feeling of being obsolete in this oversaturated market. Because everything you do is not as polished, as creative, as adequate as the things that have been done before and in your lifetime. Sometimes there could be an overwhelming feeling of doubt if you should be still wasting your time at all of this in the first place, or if you should just leave it to the ones that know what they are doing, because you don't really matter all that much. There will always be those who do it better and more effective than you. But if you're like me and draw because you find it to be a pleasurable experience to do so, you will find that it's better to take pleasure in the individual moments of exploration and beauty than to expect meaningful participation in the communities laid out before you. It's true, I would lie if I said I'd never feel completely down, feel completely useless when my self-loathing gets the better of me and I experience heavy emotions of doubt about myself and my career as a whole. Truthfully, I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing exactly, but it just feels damn right, which is why, despite my massive shortcomings, I don't want to let go. But it's good to be able to feel really bad sometimes, because it means you've experienced something so good that you know the contrast to what it's like to feel absolutely terrible. And you know you've fought before for the high, so the low will only lead to another high that you can rightfully earn once you've overcome your new obstacles. You need to know what it's like to feel great and able to feel bad, but you need to feel terrible in order to remind yourself to what good is. All this drawing is my own way of keeping myself occupied, distracted from my own futility. The activity of drawing is not simply a job, it's one of the few things in my life I still derive a lot of pleasure from. So I will hold on to that for as long as I can.